All right, what's going on, Evan?
All right, it is Wednesday, 7:44 p.m., Valentine's Day 2018. And we've been in pre-production on the movie on Canary, and we're all busy as hell, but this has been going on in the background, and a lot of time has gone into it, actually. So everybody's gone on their Valentine's Day dates, but we're posting the show. So this is the first episode of our show that we're hoping is going to go on for a long time. And we're sitting here, the three of us, deciding what to write. I wrote this thing, and everything I write when I write these posts is always so sloppy. And I'm like, I want to write something special, being like, this is the awesome show we're making to share with you guys, our lives, and blah, blah, blah. But instead, I wrote what I wrote.
Just post it.
Wait, I'm scared. No. Okay, ready? Publish.
There it goes.
Holy shit.
We're going to have our first meeting with Agbo, the Rooster Brothers company, who are our partners now. Since we actually closed the deal and money cleared and everything, this is our first actual meeting with them to go over like where we're at, what we need, the actual details of making the movie. It's a little bit, I'm a little nervous, but I'm actually mostly excited because I think only good things should come out of these meetings. Hello? Yeah, we just did. We parked at a meter. Dude, there's a meter literally directly across the street. I'm looking at a bunch of meters that are available.
So we have our Agbo meeting today, and somehow Evan and I beat Chelsea and Olivia, which rarely happens.
There they are.
Those are cool shoes, dude.
Phil cut his hair.
I did.
Actually.
Well, Evan cut it.
Is it gone?
It's a mohawk now.
Oh. The first Agbo meeting, I was nervous. I mean, I had not ever done like a real meeting as a group with Cole.
The meeting went very well. We are very lucky that we have such awesome people over at Agbo who just are so encouraging and so helpful. And every time that we talk to them, they're like, just let us know, what can we do for you? How can we help you?
Slowly turn it up until it and like does a little snap. And what's going on while she's looking like this, the phantom camera is right here. This is one of the shots that we wanted to do with it in super bright color, and that is right here behind her, so between her face and this spark gap, so it's all kind of kicked right where Joel is, and then so that when the thing goes whap, and then that thing like bursts to color and super bright, crazy fucking blasting out UV rays and shit. I won't get into this too much right now because it's complicated, but I guess this is where the machines part of the show comes in. On each project, I get ideas for things to build, and I don't know where they come from or why. I mean, they're connected to the projects and they have a reason to be in the project, but it always seems weird where they come from. So on this one, we're building the organ. I need to cut discs out of brass plates, which isn't really what it sounds like. It's something bigger and more complex. We have the machine gun that's being heavily modified. We're doing some microphones and some cameras, but those aren't really primary on this one. That's sort of just like a continuation of stuff that was left over from the work we did on Bellflower. Anyway, so the organ is one of the big props on this one. I've been working on this thing for years. To make them flush, right, like, to look like this, but the way I'm cutting them, we have to be able to change the hole sizes. In the background, this project kept getting bigger and more complicated, and I got more and more excited about it, and it's gotten to the point where it fills up a good portion of my house. And now I need to get some people to help me finish it because it's by far the biggest project I've ever taken on as far as building goes.
Two huge things that we really have to get the ball rolling on are finding a machinist for Evan to help him do all of these very technical, specific things for the organ. And we also really need to get a jump start on our miniatures. You know, these things take a while to actually build and to, you know, put all the detail necessary into them.
23 minutes. Well, where is it? Yes.
I just don't know how long this machine shop's gonna take.
We couldn't be there more than a few minutes.
So first we're gonna go see a machinist and see if we can figure out stuff for the organ. Then we are going to, we're gonna go see this guy Jamie in Ojai who's gonna help us learn how to motion track miniatures for the movie. And then, I don't know, happy hour.
Then happy hour.
Yeah. Let's do it. We've gotten to the point where I need help. Like some of these things are outside of my skill range. Like I don't have a machine shop. I don't have the tools to machine complex, precision parts. And the organ needs a lot of that stuff. It has moving parts, it has resonant chambers, it has a lot of high voltage stuff that's dangerous. I want to make sure that we build everything right so that it works right, first of all, and second of all, so we don't accidentally get hurt. And I wanted to drill holes evenly spaced all the way around a similar cylinder like this. It'll be a little longer. But and this is the end cap, so it already had the hole, So, but I need them all capped like this with.
You need end caps made for all of them?
End caps for all of them, and then the front end caps, I'm hoping instead of a solid, because this hole tunes it. So I know these guys have the skills required to do what we're asking, but no one seems to be clicking. They're all being like, oh yeah, I could make the things you're asking for, but wow, it's gonna take a lot of time, that's gonna take a lot of money. So we're gonna keep looking.
Is that a Maverick? Yeah, it is. Pretty sweet. I used to drive a Maverick in NASCAR.
Jamie Cleary is an old buddy of mine. We've worked together in the past. He's kind of like an expert in stop motion and miniature building, and that's kind of his realm.
First impression on Jamie's place is you walk in and he's got all these little different areas where you can work and do different things. He's got a wood shop in the back. He had a bunch of cool tables that he'd built in the front.
We call them the triad head because they're pan tilt. They're all pan tilt and roll. And this flips upside down and mounts onto that.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to pick his brain to see what he knows and how he can help us with our crazy shit that we're trying to do.
How far away is it stuff? Are you trying to do stuff where like somebody walks and they're standing next to something that's like right there? Or is it like far away?
We have a couple that are close and a couple far. But it's all they're all caverns underground, so it's like, if this was the perimeter of an underground cavern, here, your characters would be like, little smaller than that.
I see.
Having someone like Jamie in your back pocket while you're trying to shoot miniatures is invaluable because he's like a stop motion miniature master. So we'll be able to call on him for, little tricks and, shortcuts, so we don't have to waste so much time trying to figure it out.
Close the lens case for him.
What's his name did on
Evan, where are we?
We're at Daddy's house. And Wendy. Since we're in the area and I have my new car, we had to go see my dad. Old Rascal Billy Goat.
You spat on that spot 1,000 times out there. It's the heart of the leather. Ain't no one else ever seen it, because it runs in our bloodline.
What's all that mean, Happy?
What does it mean, boy? Gots to kill the heart.
What are you doing? Are you
Shooting some video.
shooting video?
It's for Patreon. Everything's for Patreon.
Oh,
The world is Patreon.
You're on it now.
for Patreon.
Freeze frame explosion, Evan's dad.
Yeah.
I think this might be the perfect opportunity to mention that the conspiracy carburetor is awesome. And it has been running the car now for, I don't know how long, a couple weeks at this point. And the car is faster and it's been getting better gas mileage.
You had the same deep set.
I was worried he was going to hate it because that car, when it first came out, was like the cheapest economy car on the planet. It was like a marvel of engineering by Ford to figure out how to make the cheapest car possible so they could sell it for dirt cheap. But when I look at it, it looks like a little miniature muscle car that is waiting to be turned into something crazy. So I thought my dad was gonna make fun of me, and instead he got stoked.
That was my first time meeting Evan's dad. He's quite the powerful man.
I can't be okay with spending $20,000 of anybody's money to play in a pool for a day.
It's expensive.
That's the UPS man that just dropped these off.
Another conspiracy.
Super high quality. No, this is not a conspiracy. This is just a people killing machine.
Your phone's ringing. Are you calling?
A lot of work to do today, Clay. A lot of work to get done today, Clayton. What's wrong?
Too much vino.
You have a rough night last night?
Yeah.
Oh.